Good morning. A lot of times over the last 30 years, I've been asked, what's cheaper, a block wall or a concrete wall? And just in case any of you decide on a Saturday morning that you want to jump up and go out and build a 200-foot long by 4-foot high wall in your backyard, I want to run through a simple cost analysis of the two scenarios. So in order to do that, let's start with the first step is to have a few assumptions. So because there's going to be footing, excavation, that kind of thing. So let's assume the excavation is the same. The footing will be a 12 by 24 with two number 4s running through it and verts at 24 on center. Looks something like this. That's a profile view of it. The wall is going to be 8 inches thick, 8 feet long. The wall section we're looking at 8 feet long and 48 inches high. It's actually, the scale of it will be 200 feet long, but we're only going to look at 8 feet. And then, okay, so we have a 200 foot total length. And then we'll assume the concrete pump to put grout in the block or concrete in the forms is going to cost the same. But, and we're going to come back to this, the labor varies. Concrete guys and masons are different people. Unless you have a uncle or a cousin or something in the trades, you're going to have to, or you can do it yourself, you're going to have to consider the labor varying rate. So now let's look at the concrete wall first. So I like to organize an analysis by items. You make your list of items that you're going to use, the quantity you're going to use, the per unit price, and then you're going to have a total. And that's going to come out to a square foot price. So first we have concrete, and in this design, we're going to have 0.79 CYs at 210 a CY, and that's $166. We're going to use 3/4 plywood. We got 2 of them because we have one on this side and one on the front side to make our form at 45 a piece, so it's $90. And then the 2x4s, they are going to be used as strong backs and whalers. So they go, one's going to go down here to hold the form, and then you're going to have a couple on each side of the snap tie with a clamp on it. So all the way through. So we're going to use 10 of those because you can cut it's 4 foot high. We buy an 8-footer, cut it in half. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might optionally do one up here, but we'll just hold it at a minimum. So you have 5 on this side, 5 on the back side. You got 10 at $7 a piece. Lumber varies, so it might be a little bit of a different price, but we'll call it $70. And then your snap ties, you need 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm not doing snap tie shoes or C-clamps because those aren't consumable. They won't be, you can use those over and over. So you need 8 snap ties, they're 80 cents, and that would be $640 total. If we add those up, we're at $332.40, and we divide that by 32 square feet because that's 4 by 8, and we're at $10.38 a square foot. Not bad. So moving on to the CMU, obviously we need blocks. So we have 6 courses at 6 long, because these are, a block is 8 by 16. So in a 8-foot length of this wall, we're going to have 48 block. Last I checked, a regular block, and last I checked, they were $340 a piece, and that would be $163.20. The grout is going to be a half a yard because we figure 100 block, 1 yard to 100 block. So half a yard will cover it. $110 at $220 a yard, $110. And then the mortar, you just need a couple bags of mortar at $10, and that's $20. $293.20. We're at $916 a foot. So given just that set of variables, we are, it's about an $800 difference. But then you go into labor, and the supply of labor for concrete and masons varies from market to market. And so again, unless you can do it yourself, you need to ask around and see what people charge. And if you ask subcontractors to do this project, they're going to price all of these items differently. But if you use this kind of check on these items, you can check them. So it's really a kind of a being able to make that phone call, get online, check those items for how much they are going to need to do the job, and then you can kind of figure out their labor and overhead. So anyway, that's what you want to do. You want to organize your items, find your quantities, and then get your unit prices and do the math. There you go. Good luck.